pull over. I get a phone call. And I know I really have to answer or speak to somebody or text somebody. And I'm driving down the road, and the greatest thing is there's a flashing light on my car. There's a green light, there's a red light, and there's a blue light on the top of my car. And the green light says, I'm free. I see all around me, and that's all I'm doing. And then the blue light goes on. I'm playing the radio. I'm moving the radio dial, the blue light goes on. The red light goes on when I pick up my phone. The red and blue light goes on when I'm texting with my phone. And all I have is these lights in my car. 3 lights. Red, blue, and green. 3 lights in my car. I smile and go, you won't ever see those on my car because I pull over. What's the difference? How do you have creation? How do you know how something's going to be if you don't scientifically motivate it? Scientifically medicate it. Scientifically, layman terms, go ahead and by trial and error, let the people just do as they do to see all the effects of that scenaric reality. So, if we headed to an internet, but who's going to install my app? You're going to install my app on your car? Red, blue, green. I'm on my phone? Red. I'm using my earpiece on my phone that I connected with my steering wheel, like in a Tesla car or whatever. It'll be red, it'll be green and blue. If I'm talking on my phone without an earpiece and texting, it'll be red and it'll be green. Okay, if everything's going good, it'll be green and blue, meaning I'm occupied or on the radio or something. But if it's just red, it means I'm on the phone with no earpiece. And if it's red and blue, it means if it's red and blue, it means I'm texting while I'm driving. So this is the app I want to put on all the cars out there so we know what somebody's doing. And then we'll see somebody doing a wrong move that'll have nothing to do with it. And we'll have all these wars, highway wars. When we start to see, no, our car sees their car, the lights went on in their car, we know which lights went on, our car records it, and all the cars that see it record it, and all these cars send it down to the ticket station. And all these cars, and it comes into the computers in the ticket station, and look, 7 cars saw this one car today with its red and blue light on. We know he was texting and driving. What if it's the passenger? We have to understand how to implicate that element. What if the car, it also senses how many people are in the car, and it can tell you where the cell phone is in the car. How about that? How about another app on the car going white? It's okay, cell phone in use, but it's not the driver. Raphael, ideas and ideas and ideas, scientifically recreating human nature. The most important thing is the mental, because it's the mental that takes all the choices. The incoming and the outgoing of the information and through your ears and out your mouth. The same vibration that makes us express the way we express, the incoming and outgoing pumping of the heart. The spirit that comes in, I'm getting tired at the end of the day, because the information network through the spirit system of what was happening yesterday is everything I did and completed today, making my way to the bedroom to get more information. If you stay up for too many days, the information spirit network is coming in direct, and you're sort of like slowed down or sped up. But we can speed up. Can we speed up this information network of spirit that comes from the alter worlds into ours? Don't sleep for a month and see what happens, how your mind changes. Are you working on direct incoming from the spirit worlds and the altar? The altar being because Either we're just mentally distressed on this planet to see things different in a context that doesn't have the proper definition according to layman terms of Webster, or the direct incoming that tells me, don't put your hand on the stove is hot, you can't be silly, you can't be drunk, you can't be stoned, but in the mental state you are in, will you actually put your hand on that stove? When in the reality of knowing of the complete spirit of love, meaning everything is perfect for the entity or the moment of time before it must be separated, meaning there's more than one in an area and things happen. You understand what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 1 or times 2 or times 3 or times 4 or times 5 cuts everything in half. Times 6 is everything in half, plus 1/5. Times 7, everything in half, plus 2/5. Times 8, everything in half, plus 3/5. Times 9, everything in half, plus 4/5. Times 10, you have the same number you haven't reduced. Times 10. Do you follow what I'm saying? You see, when you get to 5 times any number, forget about decimal points or commas, but 5 times any number would automatically cut that number in half. 5 times 4 is 2. Now you have 6 times 4. 6 times 4 becomes 2.4. 7 times 4 becomes 2.8, the 24 hours of the day to the 28 days of the moon cycle. 6 and 7, the spirit of 76, created by oppositions and interconnected. What I mean is you take the dice of the 1 and the 6, and the 1 and the 6 dice would be the only 7 dice that you can see. You see the dot? Keep your eye on the dot. Keep your eye on the dot. Whoa, I got to keep my hand on the dice, right? Keep your eye on the dot, right? Hold on, maybe I get 2 dice. It'll be a lot better, right? Keep your eye on the dot, and that one just slides into that one, right? And if I'm turning it this way, up and down, right? So, 7. Now we go 8 times 6, okay? 8 times, was it times 4, equals to 32. Now 32, okay, as number 8 times 4, 32. 3 and 2 equals to 5. So first we had 6, then we had times 7, then we had times 8. Times 6 equals to 24, 2 and 4 is 6. Times 7 is 2 and 8 is 1. Times 8, it becomes 5. Now, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to have to do it right here. I wanted to end this video already. Times 5 equals 2. 4 times 6 equals to 2.4. 4 times 7 equals to 2.8. The day and the moon. 4 times 8 equals to 32. The B and E connection, breaking and entering. Creation from whence came. How do we create this? We create this with 1 in between 2, 1 in between 2, 1 in between 2, 1 in between 2. We can get Z, we can get N, we can get, when you get this one, you end up with that. When you get this one, you end up with that. When you get this one, you end up with that. Hold on a second. You end up with that, right? That one is this one. H and I, Zion is what you end up. You end up with 2 and 4, 6, 2 and 8, 1, 3 and 2, 5. 4 by 9 equals to 36 equals to 9. 159. The 159 is located right over here. Just to let you know that the number pad 365 days, 0.47. You can go to a quarter also, which would be right here. This would be 365. If you want to go what's happening with you, this would be exactly 365.25 up and down, okay? Or it would be 365.47, in which the center 5, 159, 357, 3, in between 3 and 5, 4, in between 5 and 7, 6, in between 1 and 5, 1357, 579, you have 3476, which is the diameter or circumference of the moon. I don't remember which one it is, which then goes on to relate to 9 days. It becomes 2160 in miles, 9 times 24, if you want to use 9 days of 24 hours, and continuous amounts until it's divisible by this number, which is a Mayan long count period of time. That's it. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching the video.